Beginning the final transmission. Mission Control, this is Commander Armin Hale, requesting final clearance for departure. Static filled the cockpit for a moment before the reply came through, faint but unmistakably human. Commander Hale, clearance granted. You are authorized to return to Earth. Welcome home. Home. The word hit harder than I expected. 3 years. That's how long I'd been stationed on Kepler 442c, a planet that wasn't supposed to have intelligent life. At least, not at first. I leaned back in the pilot's chair, staring at the blue arc of the planet through the cockpit glass. From orbit, it looked peaceful. Beautiful, even. No one back on Earth would believe what was really down there. Not without proof. Which was exactly why I had spent the last 6 months documenting everything. The structures, the bioorganic architecture, the signals, and finally, them. We didn't know what to call them at first. They weren't exactly biological in the way humans understood life. Nor were they machines. They were something in between. Living networks. Connected. Intelligent. And at the center of it all was her. The alienqueen. We never gave her an official designation. Didn't get the chance. Because the moment we realized she was sentient, everything changed. First contact. It wasn't a meeting. Not at first. It started as a presence. You'd feel it before you saw anything. Like the air itself was watching you. Listening. My team didn't last long after that. One by one, they requested evacuation. Said they couldn't handle the pressure. The feeling of being observed. I stayed. Not because I was braver, but because I needed answers. And eventually, I got them. She found me. Or maybe, she allowed me to find her. The Queen. I still remember the first time I saw her. She wasn't what I expected. No towering monster. No terrifying creature from nightmares. She was still, graceful. Her form shifted subtly, like it wasn't fixed in one shape. Light moved across her surface in patterns that felt almost intentional. Like communication. You are not afraid. The voice wasn't sound. It was inside my head. I should be, I replied. A pause. But you are not. No, I said quietly. I'm not. And that was the moment everything changed. The connection. Over the next few weeks, I returned to her. Again and again. I should have reported it. Should have followed protocol. But protocol doesn't prepare you for something like her. She wasn't just intelligent. She was aware. Of everything. I am not separate, she explained once. I am this world. At first, I thought it was metaphor. It wasn't. The forests. The structures. The strange, living formations across the planet's surface. They were all connected to her. She wasn't just the ruler of the species. She was the species. A single consciousness. Spread across an entire world. And somehow, she chose to focus on me. Why me? You are different, she told me. That's what everyone says before something goes wrong, I muttered. But she didn't react to humor the way humans did. You do not try to control. You do not try to take. I frowned. That's not exactly a compliment. That's just basic decency. It is not common. That didn't sit well with me. What happened before we got here? I asked. A long silence followed. Then, images. Not seen. Felt. Ships. Weapons. Fire from the sky. Pain. They came before you, she said. They tried to take what was not theirs. My chest tightened. Humans. Or something like us. They're gone now, she added. I didn't ask what that meant. I wasn't sure I wanted to know. The bond. Days blurred together. I stopped thinking of her as the Queen. She didn't need a title. She was just her. And somehow, against all logic, I started to understand her. Not completely. but enough. She didn't think like a human, didn't feel like one, but there was something there, something close. "You are leaving," she said one day. It wasn't a question. "Yeah," I replied. "Mission's over. I've got everything I need." A pause. "You will not return." I hesitated. "I don't know," I admitted. That was the truth. Space is big. Life is unpredictable. Promises? They don't always hold. "You will forget." That one hit harder than I expected. "No," I said firmly. "I won't." Another silence. Then, humans always forget. The final day. Departure day came faster than I expected. The ship was ready. Systems green. Coordinates locked. Earth was waiting. I took one last look at the planet below. Then I did something I hadn't planned. I went back. The last meeting. She was waiting. Of course she was. "You are leaving," she said again. "Yeah." Another pause. "You will not return." I exhaled slowly. "I want to say I will," I said, "but I don't know if I can promise that." Silence. Then, "You are honest." "I try." I stepped closer. "Look, whatever happens this," I gestured between us, unsure how to define it. This mattered. For the first time, she changed. Not physically, but something shifted. The air felt heavier. "You cannot leave." I froze. "What?" "You cannot leave." This time, there was no ambiguity. End the choice. I took a step back. "That's not how this works," I said carefully. "I have a mission. I have orders. You will not leave." The ground beneath me shifted slightly. Not violently, but enough to make a point. "You're serious," I whispered. "I am." Fear crept in. For the first time since I arrived. "You're going to trap me here?" A pause. Then, "I am going to keep you safe." That wasn't what I expected. Safe from what? Silence. Then, images again. But these were different. Warships. Human. Weapons far more advanced than anything I'd seen before. "They are coming," she said. My blood ran cold. "Earth. They have seen your signal. My transmission. My report. They will come to take," she continued. "They will destroy what they do not understand." I shook my head. "No, that's not." But I couldn't finish the sentence. Because, deep down, I knew it was possible. The truth. "You think keeping me here will stop them?" I asked. "No," she said. "Then why?" "Because you will die if you return." That shut me up. "You carry knowledge," she continued. "You are now part of this world." I ran a hand through my hair. "This is insane." "Is it?" I looked at her. Really looked. She wasn't threatening me. Not really. She was afraid. For me. The decision. I turned away. Looked up at the sky. At the faint glimmer of my ship in orbit. Home. Everything I had ever known. Everything I might never see again. "You're asking me to give up my entire life," I said quietly. "Yes." No hesitation. No apology. Just truth. I laughed softly. "You don't make this easy, do you?" "No." I closed my eyes. 3 years ago, I came here as a scientist, an explorer. Now, I didn't even know who I was anymore. But I knew one thing. If I left, and she was right, I wouldn't just be going home. I'd be leading destruction straight back to her. Epilogue, a new purpose. "I'm not going back," I said finally. The words felt heavy, but right. "You choose to stay." "Yeah." A pause. Then, "You are different." I smirked slightly. "Guess you were right about that." The planet shifted subtly beneath my feet, not in a threatening way, but in acknowledgement, acceptance. "You are not a prisoner," she said. "Good," I replied, "because I'd be a terrible one." Another pause. Then, for the first time, I felt something new from her. Not curiosity, not observation. Something warmer. You are mine to protect. I blinked. Let's maybe rephrase that later. But I couldn't help smiling. Above us, the stars stretched endlessly. And somewhere out there, Earth was still waiting. But for the first time in my life, I wasn't sure it was where I belonged anymore. Because down here, on a living world ruled by something beyond human understanding, I had found something unexpected, not just purpose, but connection. And maybe, just maybe, that was enough.